Good morning. I am Coimbatore Tirumular Chittarpeedam Sivayogi Sivarajan speaking. Now many persons are asking about Pariyanga Yoga and Amuri Dharanai of Tirumundram. Actually speaking, this Amuri Dharanai and Pariyanga Yoga deal with the alchemy of sex. What is alchemy? Alchemy is the perfect blending of principles, perfect fusion of metals, perfect fusion of 9 poisons into one medicine. When the 9 poisons are fused in the right proportion, in the right manner, it will turn into a medicine, number one medicine for all diseases. In the same way, if you fuse some herbal ingredients with this copper, it can be turned into gold. So this is the fusing technique of this is called alchemy, chemical change involving right proportion fusing. This is the Saint Boga is very adept in this fusion alchemy. Saint Boga is coming of the Tirumular tradition. So in Tirumandram, the alchemy of sex is explained. It is a perfect blend of, it is an art of fusing the sexual pleasure and divine bliss. When you say sex, people, why you are speaking about this, sex also. Sex is very important. This is a fusion of male and female principles, Parashakti principles and Shiva principles. In the left brain, there are 14 principles representing Parashakti, and the right brain, 16 principles Shiva representing Shiva. In the final stage, in this fusion of male and female and male union, the male principles absorb the female principles and it becomes perfection, completion. When you see the physiology of woman and man, in woman only female principles are present, dominant, but in man both are available. In the right hemisphere, the male principles dominate, and the left hemisphere, female principles are there. So during the sex act, only the male decides the sex of the child. Well, during the sex, if the male hemisphere is active, it will make the child male. During this conception, if the left portion is very active, the child becomes female. So there is a difference between male and female. Actually, male contains male and female principles. So in the last portion, the female principle is resting in the left portion of the brain. The male portion, the right brain. In the consummation of yoga, the blend, the fusion of male and female principles happen. This is the spiritual one. The physical sex is there, people don't know that, they take it easy. The union of male and female is very important. Animals do sex, birds do sex. In this sex, they have creative power of their own. These birds are animals. But man's creative power, Bindu Nadam, is equal to the power of creating 84 Yoni Vedas, 84 lakh living beings. This is the highest form of energy, creative energy man has. So, the wise use of these principles, union, the sex act, can convert the male and female partners into divine beings. In this art of Paryanga Yoga and this Amuri Dharana, explained in Tirumula, if you follow that, you can enjoy both the physical sex pleasures and the divine bliss. And moreover, you can do sex for 2 hours. That is Tirumula says. He prescribes the age limit for that. He prescribes a meditation also. So Paryanga Yoga, the alchemy of sex is not mere sex. Mixing the sex act with the meditation techniques. There are different types of meditation, and the highest form of meditation is Brahmarandra meditation. For that, different techniques, mantras, and how to do preparations are there. A common man cannot go straight into the Brahmarandra meditation. Before that, he has to prepare his body, prepare his mind, open up the channels, activate his chakras. These are preparatory. So one has to undergo the preparatory steps and make him eligible for the Brahmarandra meditation. And during this sex act, if you combine the sex act plus Brahmarandra meditation, then the duration of sex will be increased. And the fusion, that is alchemy making chemical change. While doing sex, your biochemistry is being fused. And when you combine sex act and Brahmarandra meditation, sex act will continue for a long time, and it will satisfy the woman and the man also. And at the same time, they will not lose spiritual energy. So this art is a very, very subtle and somewhat difficult also. It is not easy. Doing sex and at the same time preserving the spiritual energy. How it is difficult. The sex eats away your spiritual energy. But in this fusion, in this alchemy, you segregate the sex, spiritual energy from the Zaman and send it back to brain. So Tirumular classifies the Zaman into two. One is physical Saman and that is spiritual Saman. When the spiritual energy from your right brain and left brain descend on the Saman in the Saman bag, then only it will have the power to create a child. So up to the time you want children, don't practice Paryanga Yoga. If somebody practices Paryanga Yoga before getting child, they will not get child. So if one wants to do Paryanga Yoga, wait till you get 1 or 2 children as you like. After that only, both partners should be willing. Both partners should cooperate with the body and mind and spirit. Mere sex act is union of physical body only. In Paryanga Yoga, physical body union, mind union, emotional union, spiritual union between man and wife. So it is a subtle art. It's not easy joke. So this is company not physical, emotional, mental and spiritual. Without loss of spiritual energy. So what this had been dealt with as an art, this is explained 5,010 years before by Tirumula. So nowadays prawning persons are speaking about alchemy of sex. Only after 1987, only they are speaking. Also spoke about this alchemy. but his coverage is meager coverage. Before that, Tirumular has done that in the title Paryanga Yoga and Amuri Dharana. He also might have read Tirumandram, or he is he is also a Siddha type. He might have observed these principles from this Shiva Yoga. So the Prani healer also might have studied all these things from Tirumandram, because he is making blending of different yogas and yoga techniques to heal. This is a Pakka original classic record is Tirumandram. It explains how to deal with it. It fixes the age limit for this art. It fixes this 30 for a man and 20 for a woman. But nowadays nobody is following this principle. Same age, male and female of same age. And this is not fixed for suitable for Paryanga Yoga. The age gap should be like this. Moreover, in this act, both male and female will be elevated to the level of yogi and a movement to yogini. Because this elevation, this spiritual and shaman is a spiritual energy through which it lives. So, woman does not have this shaman. But this married woman, when the semen enters her uterus, she can apply these techniques. There are some techniques to absorb the semen into her head, and she can get also realization. There is Vajroli Mudra. This one Vajroli Mudra helps ladies to do this. After doing sex, if they practice this Vajroli Mudra, the semen energy from her husband will help her and lift her to that level. This is also available in Hinduism. So, in married life also, both man and woman can achieve success and become to rise to yogic levels. Sex is actually a sensual pleasure. Yogic ecstasy is bliss. And people compare it 1,000 times better. Yogic bliss is 1,000 times better than, bigger than this ordinary sensual pleasure. This is an art mixing this sensual pleasure with the divine. It's a difficult process. There is no loss. You are not neither using the sensual pleasure nor missing that yogic realization. How to do that? How to concentrate on this? How to do the sexual act and do this Brahmarandra meditation using these different techniques, pranayama. What should be the breathing pattern during that? And if you can simply tell it is a diversion technique. During this sex act, if you divert your attention to another one, the duration will end. This is also happening in this Paryanga Yoga and Amridharana mentioned by Tirumular. It is mentioned by Tirumular did not invent that. It was a knowledge given by Shiva to Nandiswara, and Nandiswara relayed this knowledge to Tirumular. So whatever Tirumular says is a direct lesson of Shiva only. Saiva Siddhantam given by Shiva. So then the owner of this knowledge, the copyright for this knowledge is Lord Shiva. There he relayed in Tamil. So this is a subtle art, not easy joke. It is not ridiculous. A yogi can do yoga, no problem. A family man can involve in sex, that is separate. But fusing these two together is a difficult task. This emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical cooperation for each partner is also needed. Nowadays, people use this into some ridiculous YouTubes are there regarding this. So, what are the benefits? We have to explain it by little. In this yoga, the yogi will offer his Atman to Shiva just like in the form of submitting in the Homa. In this act of this alchemy, the The energy present in the Mooladhara and it is in the Surya Mandala with light and heat, and it is present in the Mooladhara as the sex energy. This will, in this alchemy, it will be taken to head, it will be transferred to Chandra Mandala, and the quality of the energy will be converted into spiritual. Then there is no more desire for sex. The final, the Paryanga yogi also reaches just like any other yogi, converts this energy into spiritual bliss. It's a chemical change. The energy is taken from Surya and absorbed by Chandra principles 16. When the 16 Chandra principles absorb the Surya Kala 12, then the seventh Kala comes to Chandra. The 17th Chandra Kala, that is Nirvana Kala. Ordinarily, the moon principle is only 16. When this moon principle absorbs this 12 Surya principle, it develops one more extra Kala called Nirvana Kala. Means the Nirvana Kala means bereft of all desires, leaves all desires, and now it is ready for union with the ultimate energy called Shiva. The Shiva Padam is also inside the right brain, and the Atman enters into that and perfects this birth, human life, human living, and puts up an end for these material affairs and enters into eternal bliss. So, during this act, the energy in the semen bag will be converted into spiritual energy and it will be stored in the Unmani chakra. What is that Unmani chakra? This Unmani chakra is present in Shiva and Sakta agamas. It is very important. This Unmani chakra is present above Visuddhi and below Ajna, that is in the upper palate. Upper palate, you have to go back somewhat. There, this is Unmani chakra. And this yogi, this Shiva yogi, Tirumurar explains that it is a jewel box, small jewel box. That is in Tamil they call cheppu, small jewel box. You put some important and diamond you put and right. So pearls you keep in the same way. This energy, converted energy, will be stored and preserved in the Unmani chakra, in this jewel box. The Unmani chakra has another name called Kala chakra. If you preserve it, you will transcend time. That is Mukti. So this time passage will not affect you. Time passage will not, because you are transcend time Mukti. So in this, these people should know the importance of causal matter and causal bindu. For that, Nataraja principle is needed, because Shiva Yoga and the 9 Nataraja principles cannot be segregated. They are identical. In Paryanga Yoga, one should know about the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th principles of Nataraja philosophy. In Paryanga Yoga, the 8th principle called causal matter, the 9th principle called causal energy are fused. That is the alchemy, astral alchemy. Other things are physical alchemy. You combining 9 poisonous metals into one medicine, making copper into gold. They are chemical, this metal, physical. But this alchemy is purely astral alchemy. The sexual act, the summon is physical, but the energy present is this astral. You segregate the astral energy from the physical summon and send it back to barracks. barracks. What are the barracks? For the spiritual energy, barracks is right brain and left brain. So this is the alchemy of sex. This is very subtle and it should be understood by in a high level spiritual expertise. The art of alchemy, Pariyanga yoga, and the Samaridana. If you read it peripheral, you can, in this ordinary manner, you cannot understand. You have to go deep into the principles, male and female principles, Parashakti and the Shiva principles. You should know the base of the Saiva Siddhanta. Then only this sex alchemy is possible. For that, it is preparation is needed. The basic knowledge is Shiva Yoga. You should open up the chakras. You should activate the vayus. You have to stabilize the vayus. You have to open up the nadi channels. These are the meridians. People are confused about nadi and nadi channels. Nadis are 72,000. The meridians and nadi channels are 96 and very important for yogi 10 and for Varma 12 likewise. All should be open. Then only Pariyanga Yoga will be possible. Without opening it up, Pingala and Sushumna, Pariyanga Yoga is not possible. So it is a detailed subject. Many persons are inquiring. They should have patience. Then only they can achieve in Pariyanga Yoga fusion of these spiritual energies, and they uplift the partner also at the same time, and they enjoy sex for a long time. Those who want to learn with patience may contact me. Thank you.